Okay, so don't need to sit with me. I don't want you see in the front of me. Okay, let's test this out. Oh, we've only got a first time print. Love it. Fucking love it, geezer. Okay. The downside of this microphone is you'll hear me swallow. Okay, let's crack on. Got 100 of these to print. Oh shit. Oh shit. Let's start the goal because we want to. Ooh, one could not smell fresh today. So, hello. I'm Reed. No, you're not. I'm not saying that. Although if you buy a gift, I'll say it. Mr. Ping. Hello to everyone that's just joined. Printing on this latex balloon printing machine here in Nottinghamshire, United Kingdom. If you ever wanted to get into balloon printing, this machine is for sale. We've actually got 2 of them for sale. Otherwise, you can just ask questions, chat. Tell me how boring your life is. Tell me how crap this job is. Which I don't think it is really. It's quite easy. So we're 38 deep into 100. I've got a little counter here that tells me how many I've printed. I am doing good for time, so 10:15. I'm already on 2 or 4 jobs done. Hello, Sherma person, and hello, Jade. I've got to the point where I can actually do this without even looking at where I'm putting the balloon on now. I was just checking my emails then, which is why I didn't reply straight away. I'll show you what we're printing in a minute. So a latex balloon printing machine that does about 1,200 per hour, full rate. I think we knocked it down to about 1,000 an hour, just to make it nice and easy. All about convenience here. Yeah, so that bit where it squishes, then there's a screen here. Oh shit! I can't do that. I've literally got 4 more to print, and then I've done the 100 that I need to do. I'll do a couple more, and I will show you the logo. And then we've got loads of other jobs, right? So, try and get an angle, you see that. Or stop the machine. And yeah, what does it say? The Little Lemon Web Design Social Media. Can I remember how I balance that on then? Well, I don't know. Well, there we go. Right, that's that job done. So I'm just going to rotate that round, because then we've got a drying well at the bottom. Then get my hands on these. Let's go inside. You're coming inside with me. Hands right. Get a bit echoey. God, at 43 years old, I feel like I'm about 83. Okay. Okay, as yours, Elaine Reid. Next have we got? Oh shit! So there's two more jobs to do. There's actually 3 more jobs to do. What shall we do next? Okay. Do we want purple balloons next, or the one where there's mixed colours? I'll let you decide. Or do you want me to show you the choice of designs? Mixed, please. Mixed is going to be, so one's a charity. So that's the purple balloons one. Glaucoma UK. And that's the mixed one, Elite Barbers. We'll do Elite Barbers. How do you change the logo? Probably answer the question there because you've just seen the different screens. We've got just take the screen off, put a new one on. Okay, so we're doing mixed colours. Just go back. That's cool. Sorry, I'm just going back on the chat. Yeah, it knows when there's not a balloon there. It knows when the balloon pops. It knows when the balloon goes down. So when you get a customer that says, my balloon's got a hole in it, you know they're bullshitting you because it won't print on it. And I usually humour them a bit. Just and I do believe somewhere on my YouTube I have actually put a video of what happens when there's a hole in the balloon so you can see that it doesn't print on it, and I usually refer them to that. Okay, so the reason nothing's happening on screen now is I'm just quickly wiping the screen down, and then we will go to our Elite Barbers. And if you count to 5, I'll be back. Not even 5, I'm back. Although you might have to allow for a bit of lag. Okay, that's that one on. Just simple as that. I'll put the new screen on. I say it's mixed colours. They've actually defined 4 colours. So I'm going to sit down for this show because it's 1,000 balloons. And I feel lazy. Let's prepare myself. Purple, yellow, blue and red. Okay, let's test a balloon. First balloon tester. Now the last one worked first time. Oh, shit. Okay, needs to go up a bit. Let's try again. I just realised I never showed you the last balloon. So I think this one's going to have to go up again. Yeah, just manually adjust that a bit. Did I? I did actually, yeah. Still missing a corner out. Let's try. Bob on. So, is there a way to untangle this so I could... Okay. Okay, Jake. Right, let's do this shit. Faulty ones out, not faulty misprints. Reset the counter and off we go. So this should take me about an hour if I'm on it. About an hour and a half because I'm not always on it. Can you see that box of balloons just behind the screen? What colour do you think that is? A bit of a quiz. Bit of a, let's see how the screen resolutions are doing. Game's over. It was mint green, pale green, mint green, whatever you want to call it. So, chat, what should we talk about? Who believes in aliens, or that there is something else out there in life? That's a conversation killer. I went from 20 to about 6 viewers. Okay, the screen's going weird. I say screen, I mean the screen in here. Okay, so this is quite an annoying little recurrent issue with this machine. It just randomly does that for some reason. Unless I really tighten up. Like I put on my Incredible Hulk. Okay, let's try again. We got to 36 before it did that. Oh. Then you get one part that blow off. Where I've not put it on the knob right. Is there anyone that can help me for a second? I want to know, is my voice in line with the video, or is the lag on the video but not my voice? So all I need to do is just type one. So I'm going to put one finger up, and you have it pre-written in your chat, and press enter as soon as you see that, and I'll. Will that work? So if you're willing to help me, tell me. No, the way I'll do it is, if you're willing to help, I'll put one finger up and then I'll say yes, one at the same time. You tell me, does it show and sound at the same time or not? Can somebody do that for me? Anybody? No? Okay. Just one person. Okay, we'll go back to the video. Nobody will help me. I'm not really crying. Maybe I'm crying deep inside. So I'm not going to do this job yet. How many do you think I'm up to? If I take my time, I can say that now I'm up to 100. Shall we be crafty? This customer's ordered 4 different colours. Purple, red, blue, yellow, I think it is. Shall we put a random blue colour in there? Just like 10 or so. Like, as extras, as free. If so, what colour? If you go on our website, look at a colour chart. That's called poo. Send it around. Because we felt what we're doing it. Yes. Turquoise. Okay, so I've got about another 7 minutes worth of printing. So I get to in this colour, and then I will go 10 turquoise, and the customer will have 10 free turquoise. Who knows who Chesney Hawkes is? Is the one and only. Can't take that away from him. The honour of meeting him last week. Smug bastard. Kissed my hand, went to wife's hands, and then shook my hand straight after. Okay, so now we've got a few more people on. I want to ask if my voice and the video is lagging, or if they do the same. Is somebody willing to say yes if I put one finger up, and say one at the same time? Can you look to see if it happens at the same time to you? Is anybody willing to do that for me? Guess not. I'm going to do it anyway, so if anyone feels generous. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Did that go down in the same time? Or did my hand go down first and you heard the voice after? No cats were hardly making those noises. Call me by my name. I know what you're all thinking. I should be on it. Okay, let's have a look at what's happening in the world. BBC. Prepared for food shortages. Our house. Never having any food in the fridge. These balls. My balls will be. These balls have come out of heaven as it turns out. Okay, let's go back to the BBC news. So, apparently we need to prepare for food shortage. If you've ever owned chickens, never owned chickens, so owned some chickens. Owned some chickens when I was younger, and they were fantastic pets. There was loads of eggs, and we didn't eat it when we died. We buried it. They were such characters. But they literally had 4 chickens and they'd give us like 7 or 8 eggs. Omelettes, scrambled eggs, fried eggs, poached eggs on toast. Grow a few veggies in your garden, problem solved. What else is in the news? I mean, there's lots in the news, but anything interesting. 9 universities begun legal action against the government in a rout over student loans. I went to the University of Derby, is it on there? No, it's not. And I went to university 20 years ago. Okay, so what's in the news that's interesting, I think. Work to regenerate housing to begin in the Nottinghamshire. I live in Mansfield, so we did say our house is up for sale at the moment, but we've considered moving to Nottingham, Hucknall, because our wife works in Nottingham Centre. Well, she's worked from home for so long, but now they're starting to make her go back into work. She's not a confident driver. We decided at the beginning of April, we had a week's holiday, and out 3 times she's had to go in so far, I've driven her twice. I'm such a damn good husband. Hello to... I can't read that from here. I need to go onto my phone. I'm taking the chat off my phone. Here we go, let's have a look. Hello to the Russian, I cannot pronounce that. The Russian, but looks Russian to me. And hello to Antonord. Go back to the BBC. There's a fire somewhere around here. Yeah, sort of Mornington. That's the other side of Nottinghamshire. I know what to do. So I dropped my wife off this morning, and we got a Tesla. It's just involved grok in the car, and I find it quite fascinating. It's got the AI whilst you're driving. So I asked it yesterday to give me a surefire bet for football, and it came off. Or was it the day before? So I asked it to do the same today. And it told me Aston Villa to beat Bologna and Real Betis to beat Braga. I'm going to put £25 into 170. And if this keeps up, it's going to make me rich. So Americans that are watching that is soccer. How are y'all doing? Martin, hot tomato. Potato. Anyway, back to reading the news. Horse urine has been found in some perfumes. Spice Girls outfits go on show in the exhibition. I remember being at school and the Spice Girls first song came on, Wanna Be My Lover, gotta get with my friends. I was probably year 7, year 8, maybe 30 years ago. Wow. So what else is happening according to BBC News? I won't do anything political because I'm not a political person and everyone gets angry. So we're going towards the end and move on to sport. Has anybody watched The Walking Dead? Me and my wife are watching it at the moment. It's on season 7. The one where Negan appears. If anyone spoils it, I will boot you from the chat. Hello, Adrakute Mohammed. Listen, that fine black lady in white and black outfit is not you. Let's go back to the news. Sports news. Mainly football. Okay. I support a small team, Mansell Town. Sheffield Wednesday to start with minus 15-point penalty next season. Bollocks, you know what I've done? Absolute bollocks. Fuck. Sorry about the expletives. So this customer wanted 1,000 roses, 4 colours, and 250 of each. And I've just gone and done 410 of one colour. Oh shit. I'm gonna get that turquoise as well, won't I? Let me get some turquoise. There you go. Right. Turquoise. These are going in free of charge to the customer. Just because we felt generous. Alvin, if your penis is that small it can fit in the neck of a balloon, then I'll send you some to test out. not small. It's cute instead. That's what the women like. I hope you get a girlfriend now, but don't worry. Could be. No, use the word cute. I'll move to a country where they have the smallest average penis size. Motion in the ocean. I was on a boat last week. We had a storm. First time I've ever been on a cruise. And Thursday onwards we had a storm, and we went upstairs to one of the high decks, had a drink, ordered it, and I just said to my wife, we need to go back to the room. It was going to come out everywhere. It was coming out of the mouth, out the bum. I felt horrendous. Don't think I'll ever go on a cruise again. I got home yesterday. Darling, I booked a cruise. She loved it. I hate it. Luckily, she's only paid £100 deposit, so I'm willing to sacrifice that. But she did say, so this cruise she's booked is for not this Christmas, next Christmas, like Christmas and New Year. She did say I could choose where we go for this Christmas and New Year. Any good holiday suggestions? Somewhere sun, not many places to visit, so I could just sit there and relax. Legos, this is not the kind of shot you think it is. Printing balloons for children, Legos. Unless that's your thing. And if it is, this still isn't the chat for it. Yeah, so we're looking for some good holiday destinations where I can go like over Christmas and New Year. My wife's like Dora the Explorer. She loves going anywhere and everywhere. I just want to sit there, sunbathe, go red. I don't suntan, just go red. So if it can be somewhere where there's not many interesting places, just nice beach, you tell me. We went to Mauritius last year, went to Maldives the year before, so we can try and avoid them places. Excuse you. Okay, I'm going to try this joke again. I'll try this joke killer off on the last chat. Now I've got 100 people in the live. Let's try it. Has anybody ever been to a duck do? Just say yes, no. If you've been to one, just say I've been to a duck do or something. Nobody's been to a duck do. 128 people in this chat, and not a single person has been to a duck do. Oh, that is strange. Not like it's even just a British thing, it's a worldwide thing. A duck do? Nobody's been to a duck do. Seasonal you're playing. What you meant to say is, what's a duck do? And I go, quack quack. That's a quacker's joke, isn't it? I've told that to my 9-year-old niece about a million times, and she still laughs at me like it's the funniest joke in the world. Okay, what about shout line? Now I'm married, so I've not had to use the shout line for a while, so I need to remember. Let me have a moment to remember what order this shout line goes in. Right, okay. Here you go, said beautiful person. There you go. I'm jealous of your heart. Leave a pause. They might say, why? Well, if you say nothing, just let that pause be there. And you say, because it's pumping inside you and I'm not. Off they run into the distance, over to security to get you kicked out. That's not how I met my wife. Okay, let's change colours, I think, in a second. To red or yellow next. No. We went boring online dating. It was, while COVID was there, just the week before I'd done my own haircut. Met at Woollerton Park in Nottingham after I'd chased her. And the first thing she said to me is, you look nothing like your profile picture. And all these years later, we're married. Okay, we're going red next. I think online dating is now the way. Probably more people meet online dating than they do, like, say, in a bar now. Is that a fair statement to make? You're also talkative. Okay. Anybody want to ask anything about balloon printing? About printing? the ball is all in your court. Any questions at all? Printing, balloons, foil balloons, latex balloons, coffee. Mild addiction to coffee. What I'm printing on these balloons. Hi Chris. Oh yeah. 555. Jaron what? Jaron. I have no idea what Jaron is. What have I said that sounds like Jaron? Jaron. I don't know. Chowdhury. Select. It really does depend. So today, already done a 500 on that machine there. Already done 100 on this machine. Currently doing 1,000 on this machine. What else have we got left to do? 500. I think that's about it. Screen printed. Sticky bits. Is it? Screen printing. First popper on this machine. So foil balloons, yes, we've got foil balloon printers that can print. It's a UV printer, so it can print any colour onto any colour balloon. If it's a white balloon, we just print straight onto the balloon. If it's a colour balloon, we'll like print a white underlayer and then do that. Do I dream of balloons? Bizarrely, no. I don't think I've ever had a dream about balloons. Back onto the t-shirt printing, yes, we do. Back in the day, when I first started, I set up like 4 companies: the pen printing company, the balloon printing company, the mug printing company, the t-shirt printing company. All had the .com domains, and we're down to just the balloon printing company now. But I bought myself a DTG printer, direct to garment. Have you ever used one of those? It was the most high maintenance, hardest thing to do in the world. I don't know if this was 10 years ago, so I don't know if they've come on a long way now. So yes, our core is balloons, foil balloons, latex balloons, but with this UV printer now we can do various other bits. We only got the UV printers in December, so what we printed on like wall plaque signs, leather diaries, pens, pretty much anything with a flat or very slight curved surface. Mug printing. So at the moment we're on balloon 678, 679 of 1,000 in this order. Guernsey, we are from Nottinghamshire. Guernsey's the one at the bottom, isn't it? Near Jersey. Never been to either, but I have no idea what FGF means. Frogs go fishing. Believe it or not, 1,000 balloons is quite a small order. It's coming up to that time of year where, you know, event season we call it. So a lot of companies, a lot of charities will do various events and just give them out to kids and give out 500-600 balloons a day. And if they're doing 10 events, earlier on in the chat, I was looking for a nice hot holiday, but this was over Christmas and New Year. My requirements list was it needs to be hot, sunny, not much to do because my wife's a bit of a Dora the Explorer, then we'll find any excuse to visit anywhere. So if there's nothing to do, then I can relax on the beach or relax around the pool. We just literally came off a Norwegian cruise last week, and every day we were doing something. It was my kind of hell. I don't mind doing the odd thing, but we're doing like 25,000 steps a day at every port. So this particular machine, yeah, is a one colour, two sides, one colour, one side. There is a machine to my left which can do two colours. But 99% of our orders are one colour prints. Even the inquiries are 99% one colour prints. It's cheap, it's cheerful, it does the job. So this one's just printing one side. That top screen is just blank. But had I not put a blank screen on and put a bit of ink in it, it would print both sides. There is a way on this machine as well where you can just do one screen and it'll twist the balloon around and then print the same thing. But I think if you're doing that, you may as well just have two screens. A screen burner can do two screens at once, so you may as well. It takes literally no extra time whatsoever. Just the cost of making another screen up, really. And if you're doing two sides, we'll probably do it on the other machines. It's much quicker and much easier to do two sides. Whereas I've got two of these machines, and the more high-speed convenience machines. This is my 17th year of doing it. I know what you're thinking. Don't look a day over 21. Hello, Chandra Devi. Let's see what my brother wants. Is the chop salt available to borrow this weekend? I acquired this chop salt. I had a builder to totally renovate my house 2020. He took a £10,000 deposit, then pissed off after a day's worth of work, left his chop saw behind. I thought, bastard's not having that back. And it's been the most used family tool. Tell you what, Trainwreck, it's not that bad. I'm sat down, I can have a coffee. If I'm not on YouTube chat, I can scroll through YouTube videos, I can scroll through TikTok, I can watch videos, I can listen to music, listen to audiobooks. I've printed that often that I'm not even looking where I'm putting the balloons, I just know where they go. What's in Guernsey? I quite like my unusual and historic things. I'm not a big fan of monuments. So is there anything like, you know, quite like my football as well. The football ground there. Okay, we're about to change onto yellow balloons. Save the best colour for last. I'll say that because I'm a Mansell Town fan and we're playing yellow. I'm guessing Guernsey is one of them kind of places you need to visit spring, summer. But it's probably too south to really get any snow. I'm an extremes weather kind of guy. I either like it really nice and hot or I like it snowing. Not a fan of anything in between. Maybe summer break is in I can't think of the word, is in order. I bring Dora the Explorer, my wife, with me. She literally makes itineraries. Love her for it. She's so organised. But no buts. In case she's watching this. I love you, dear. But I know she's not watching this because she's in a meeting now. It's got a big meeting between 11 and 2. So I can call you Dora the Explorer. Obviously not my wife. I'm hungover, she'll still wake me up. Although, nice hot summer's afternoon, pub garden, crisp first few pints, move on to a fruity cider later. Sunglasses on, window shopping done. Good chat to you, Chris. Have a good day. Okay, so what are we up to now? 862 of 1,000. And then what we got after this job, it is a charity 500 purple balloons that say Glaucoma UK on it. If that's how you say it. Do a lot of charity work. We give it quite a generous charity discount, so we end up with all the charity work. Our opportunities to do good. We used to have a website purely dedicated to charity balloons. Believe it or, so we used to give away balloons every month to a different charity. Believe it or not, it was getting difficult to find any charities. The website was very basic, so I don't think it ranked very well. Trey, what happens to RJE balloons after they've been used to print with them? Or after I printed on them, they will go to the customer. And then I imagine, because children love balloons, they'll get them on a balloon stick or something like that. Great marketing tool as well. see your family, you're at an event, see your family, draw the kids over, keep the kids happy with the balloons, get a chance to sell your products to the parents. The other way to look at it is a walking advert. Give a kid a balloon stick with a balloon on top, with your logo on, your event, your service, your product, and that balloon will walk past 1,000 people in a day. So imagine giving 500 balloons out to 500 kids. Your adverts everywhere. Yeah, so we're printing that squishy bit there is printed onto the balloons. You can't really see it very well because it's a yellow balloon with white print. I didn't choose this colour, the customer chose it. Best balloon I ever did. A woman sent her a screenshot with a text message where she's caught her husband cheating. So she had them printed onto foil balloons. And then we had to send them to a florist who inflated them and sent them to this man's work. I would love to have been a fly on the wall when he got them. Nothing explicit, it was just blatantly obvious. And she was a lovely woman on the phone as well. She seemed dead calm about it. So we used to also sell on eBay. We had like generic designs. Some were like rude balloons, so there's like happy effing birthday. And then we had like some funeral balloons, so in loving memory. And I managed to mix two at once. So the in loving memory balloons went to the happy effing birthday balloons went to the person that got the happy in loving memory balloons. And again, luckily, the customer saw the funny side of it. So the person that had passed had like a dark sense of humour, so they would have loved it. And bizarrely, I offered to swap them over free of charge and whatnot, and she said no. I think this is more funny. So, hello, Nico. Hey, welcome to everyone that's new. We're balloon printing today, latex balloon printing. Runs for about 2/3 of the way through the jobs we need to do. Feel free to ask questions, subscribe, anything like that. You're helping me keep sane. Yeah, so I'll not load one now, and you'll see it won't print. I'll not load two, and then I'll put one on. So up there, I don't know if you can see where everything is printed. There is a sensor, so when it reaches this point here, you'll see it print now. No balloon on, so the sensor catches when it's on. So if I wanted to, I could stop that halfway through. Let's see. There we go. Smaller. I just need to remember to grab that out in a second. And you can adjust that sensor to make it bigger, the balloon's bigger if you've got the bigger print area, smaller, however you want. But we pretty much use the same balloons all the time on this machine, so I can't remember the last time it got adjusted. $22 balloons left on this order. You're wondering how I'm getting it so accurately. It counts the balloons for me as well. You want the whole machine for your birthday? We are selling this machine. We're selling 2 of these machines to upgrade our machinery. So if you know somebody generous enough to part with £5,000, you can have this machine. When is your birthday? Okay, we've hit the 1,000 mark. I'm just going to print them a few extra. Because we generously, somebody asked us to put some extra turquoise in there, and also gave them about 10 extra turquoise. So I'm going to print them about an extra 20 altogether. This is just, I don't know, if we lose some or anything like that. I'm not going to lie to you, it's a market decline. It's not what it was 10 years ago, but we live in a climate now where you can't say move to a ghost without somebody getting offended. There's always somebody. Latex balloons are biodegradable, but a lot of people think they're plastic, and we constantly have that battle. So, I mean, it's done all right. It's done all right for me. I managed to buy a couple of houses, nice car, van. Every single machine in this unit I own outright. There's no finance on it at all. Right. I mean, there are other bigger businesses that, there's the blue ones, that have set wage. So there's only a few of us that work here, and we're quite a flexible team. So if I don't, if I can do some printing myself, I will do it. And I think that flexibility is what sort of gives us a bit of an edge. Let's have a look. But we make a bit of a decent. No, because nitrous oxide is illegal in this country. Plus, it would be an absolute waste. I know the way you take obviously the balloons and just wouldn't work at all. All the party city stores have shut down here in the US. Yeah, pretty much as I said, it's not what it was. It's a shame, but there's still enough work for us. We've had the unfortunate that a few other balloon printers in this country have gone out of business. It's like I said, I'd like to think that I'm quite a good business person. I have a good, sensible balance in life. I'm not much of a risk taker either. I need to do one more. There we go. No, I need to do 3 more. I'm fired. Oh, damn. I'm fired. Damn. I did have a bit of a wobble a couple of years ago. I put the business up for sale for about 6 months because I'd sort of just like, no, I've had enough. I'm getting to an age where I wanted to try something else because I felt like if I didn't do it then, I'm not going to do it. And it was just after COVID, so obviously everything had been hit. There were no events, so no balloons. And I don't know, sort of just fell back in love with it, and not many people wanted to buy because, like I said, it didn't seem much of a viable business. Right, let's get inside this machine. And just continued. Like I said, others have gone out of business, which has made us a bit busier. So whilst we've had a dip, we're coming out the other side. I don't know if you were on the chat earlier on. We've just bought a couple of UV printing machines as well in December. So we're still expanding. We're still investing. Oh dear. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. There's that order done. Right, let's go and quickly clean this screen. And then we've got one more job. Oh shit, just got ink on the floor. Or possibly even on my train, I've not looked yet. So I just saw somebody put something about ink. I will answer that question in a minute. It's plastic. Can I be completely honest with you with the ink? I know very little about it. I've used the same ink that I've used, same brand of ink. Let me take my phone with you so I can still chat to you while I clean. I use the same brand of ink that I used when I started this business 17 years ago. Just buy from the same people. Much easier. Everything I've learned about this business, I did a business management degree, so I know nothing about printing. Everything I've just sort of learned. But ironically, if I can get finished earlier on, I'm jumping in the van later and buying 10 tins, 100 litres of ink it will be, off another balloon printing company for 200 quid, which is an absolute bargain. Because I think they're about, how much is it for 10 litres these days? It's about 140 quid for one. But I suspect that this company, who will remain unnamed, aren't doing very well. And they've never been particularly great to us. Like, we're quite a close-knit group in the balloon printing world. If I need some balloons, I can, ring one of several other balloon printers. Can I borrow? Can I swap? This many balloons for, I need, can you send them? We'll get them sent out next day, sort of thing. This company, can I borrow 1,000 balloons? Yeah, we'll sell you 1,000 balloons, but we'll sell you them at double the price of, what you pay for them. So I won't be too upset if they disappeared. Right, next, purple. How many we got? 500 with a charity discount. Right, let's have a quick look at the chat and I'll answer your questions. I'm still fired. Yeah, I think it's like a rubber base. It washes off dead easily. It's quick drying. Never tasted homemade alcohol. Dry screen. So we did once get a sample of something from some random manufacturer, and we tried it, and it was horrible to clean. So in the politest possible way, I just said no thanks. Hello, yes, young. Are we going to get a first time print? Oh dear, not far off. I don't know if you can see that. I don't particularly want to have to get this all out. I'll show you at the end. I tell you what, I've just farted and it absolutely honker-donks. That is a... yeah. I'm glad I didn't do that in public. Let's reset the clock. And off we go. God, that was a lingerer. Go away. Bring back that cold I had the other day when I couldn't swallow. I need to sneeze once. Sorry about that. Did cover you up. Oh, Love Puff. That's a great name. As many people's wives do, I'm sure your wife farts in front of you, nowadays. And I'm gonna have to call it a Love Puff later to her. See what she says. You'll be pleased to know though, the lingering smell has moved on. QT, you just said I was fired, so at the moment I'm getting paid nothing. Doing this for the love of balloons. I do believe there's probably girls on OnlyFans that sell bottled farts and probably make good money out of it. So that balloon should come back round in a second. I usually give the balloons a second chance, and if it comes around a third time, there it goes. If it comes through a third time, then I know it's got a hole in it. Thank you. Got my job back. Can I negotiate some enhanced terms then? So you probably didn't gather I own the company. We've got a few staff, but I'm on my own today, and I don't mind getting hands lucky. I'll print. But I'll just pay myself. If we have no business, I'll get paid nothing. It all depends. 21 hours. So this machine does about 1,200. We've got two of these machines, and then we've got a machine to my left which does 1,250 an hour. But this machine we've turned down to about 1,000 an hour. You can adjust it to just we got 5k a month, Ugandan dollars, yes, 5,000 Ugandan dollars. In December, we made a loss of over £20,000. Christmas time. You see just on top of the screen, there's a stray balloon that's flown onto it. So I'm keeping my eye on that because I don't want it to cover the print area. But equally, I'm too lazy to stand up and move it. All the way. Has anyone subscribed to me since we started this chat? Okay. We pay my employees more than the minimum wage. I'm quite good to them. If we're not busy, I'll let them go early. You can still get paid the same. If the ice cream man comes round, I'll buy them an ice cream sort of thing. I'm a good boss. Like I say, I'm not afraid to get involved. I'm not afraid to get my hands mucky. I'm guessing you're asking where do the balloons go? Where do they finish? So as you can see, this is a circle. Blows up, prints, and then it goes into like a drying chamber. If you can see better without that. Move that to one side. You see there? I'll move this a little bit up. So the balloons, again, heated up in there. You can put a heat source on balloons, like a hairdryer, dryer. It shrinks them back to the original state. We are based in Mansfield, Nottinghamshire, England, United Kingdom. Where are you based? Are you? You haven't been after a job, have you? What can you bring to this company? I'll show you I call it the family portrait. This is a booklet we give out to orders. Has a bit of a balloon care guide and things like that. This is all the employees. Where do you want to be? Are you there? Should we put you there? If you'd like a job, the first thing you need to do is bring me a coffee. I ran out of coffee. We'll give one of them booklets out to every order. It has like a balloon care guide. It has bit out what else with prints, minimum orders, what our print capabilities are, what accessories we do. Just a bit of a handy guide. Just gonna check my emails. Don't really have to do anything. No, I just sit here, talk to you. And I've done this so many times that I don't even have to look where I'm putting the balloon. In this box, I've got full of balloons, a handful in my left, deposits on the right for minimal hand moving time because I really am feeling lazy. Do it like that, and I just grab sort of motion in the ocean. The motion in the ocean. 300 more to do, 312 to be precise. And then, unless another customer pays or orders, do a bit of admin work, go and get them inks from Chesterfield, and I might go home and spend the rest of the afternoon at home. Do some work from home. Got quite a few admin type jobs piling up that I'm not really getting done. Including like planning a new website we're developing for just foil balloons for like personal occasions. Shut up. Listen to my singing because of my left ear I've got an earbud thing. I listen to music. That song's a bit of a guilty pleasure. I don't even know who sings it. If anybody wants to buy this machine, we are selling it. Anybody wants a balloon printing job doing, we can do it on live for you, or we could just print it and send it to you. Latex balloons, foil balloons, balloon accessories. I might even give you some love puff. What a word that was. I really cannot wait to use that word in front of my wife later. Indeed, where there's a will, there's a way. Probably. You can get electric inflators that'll do 2 balloons at once. Because there's about 15 quid if you shop around. Slow down market adds pressure onto your lungs. $261 down. Getting there. Oh, I've got to go to the post office as well. Take the parcels. That's what else we've got to do. sleepy. So sleepy. These machines brand new are about £36,500 last time I checked. We're selling this one for £5,500. That one, which is exactly the same but black, but slightly, it's got a bit more ink splattered, works just as well. And that one's for £4,500, which is like the machine only. There's 3 or 4 ways you can print on balloons. This is the most common silkscreen printed. There's another way where the balloons are blown up and then flattened onto like a plate. And again, there's silkscreen printed. UV printing. Just got a couple of those machines over there. And then the old school way is like a rotary. I've never actually seen one of these machines. It's more like pad printing sort of method. Oh, that one's got a hole. Thank you, Fire Mantis. I mean, you could do a manual setup as well. Get a screen print. Screen. Bit of ink. Blow the balloon up. Hold it in place around. Put your screen on top of it. I imagine when you've got a job like this, you need 500 to do, it would take forever. George Broomfield, hello. So I get this, chat, tell me, I get this quite often. Call, hello. So I get it, and it said, at whatever username, said hi. So I've got a second phone in front of me that I'm viewing. So I can monitor the chat and answer your questions. There's a button everyone's pressing that just says to say hello. I can't see it. I cannot see it. What am I missing here? $170 balloons left to print. I feel this, if I could put a song in it would be the final countdown. Would be playing. Or, whoa, we're halfway there. Oh, oh, living on a balloon. Although we're more than halfway. I'm just glad I can't hear myself talking. Singing, even. I have the voice of an angel, my wife tells me. I imagine I sound like a choir voice when I sing. In the actual fact, I sound more like a rusty troll. So we're doing balloons at the moment for a charity. If anybody buys one of the gifts, the super chat things or whatever they're called, For each gift, we'll add in another 25 balloons free of charge to the customer, to the charity. So if you want to do your bit for charity, do a good deed of the day. I think the cheapest one is like 79p. And you've probably got about 5 minutes to do this. So for each gift or whatever bought, we'll add 25 balloons. Okay. What I didn't know is that the microphone was turned off. So I've been a bad host and just talking to myself, swearing about you all. There's no bastard talking back to me. And it's because I had the microphone turned off. They're all a bunch of that sort of thing. And I don't know why. Anyway, we're on 484 or 500. Got any last minute questions? Ask away. You want this charity to have an extra 25 free balloons. All you need to do is buy any of the gifts and we'll donate them 25 extra balloons. The gifts start from 79p, I believe. But you need to literally do it in the next 2 minutes. Otherwise, we're going to stop at 500. It's going to be a battery low warning. Okay, I'm going to take that out so you can hear me this way. You've probably got chucking stuff everywhere. You're on your last few minutes if you want me to answer any questions. I've got nowhere to put this phone now, now it's popped out thing, and I've got no hands to hold it with. Bada bop bop bop. We are based in Mansfield, Nottinghamshire, England, United Kingdom, Great Britain, Europe. No longer Europe. I'm going to clean the screen now. nice and easy 2-second job. First of all, I'll get rid of this. So now it's nice and quiet, you can ask me questions. So all this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Should wear gloves. However, I'm not writing in the comments. You'll have to listen. Can somebody write in the comments, Mansfield or Nottingham, please? Because I'm cleaning. So it's just baby wipes I'm using to get the ink off. Just get the stubborn bits off first. Okay, what's all the stubborn bits? Basically the outlines. And then a new one. Let's look at most of it off. I'm trying to hold it up a bit so you can see. Probably going to need one more wet wipe. I don't normally hold it like an 80s game and all that stuff, but just so you can see. No, I just... Can somebody please just write Nottingham? I've got hands covered in ink, and for some reason this nonce case will not listen. We're based in England. It does say it on the bio, it does say it on the live chat. Okay, is that done? So, because we're done for the day, I'm just going to sort of write this down. See where we're on. Just do that. We'll put you back here. We're just going to decant the ink really, because I've probably got to get used again this week. There we go. This guy's doing my nutting now. Still based in Nottingham. Nottingham, England. I'm not writing in comments. I have my hands covered in ink. Unless somebody else can write Nottingham. Or should I just boot him? I think just boot him. Getting on my nerves. Last chance if anybody wants to ask anything and listen to me reply. The day's going good. I got to admit, I'm intrigued to why it's important. I'm very intrigued. What could be so important? If it was important, you'd see the bio, you'd see the company name, you'd see the website, you'd see on this live chat. Thank you, FJ3158. You're very kind. And the day is good. The day is good. I impressed myself by getting up early to take my wife to work. And I'm not normally a morning person. FJ, you have a new friend. He's all yours now. All yours. How's your day been? Not normally a morning person, but I'm reaping the rewards this morning. Getting up early. But it's not enough to convert me to being a full-time morning person. Okay, let's flip the camera so you can see our other machinery. UV printers, more UV printers. What's this? Someone called this the Millennium Falcon once because it looks a bit like the Millennium Falcon. So a multicolour printer, and then the machine you've just seen me printing on. There, and then we've got another one here. Then we've got all our inks. There, a bit of a cleaning area as well. Compressors, more compressors, and then all the racking with all the balloons on. More balloons. Bit of empty racking at the moment. Just where I put all the junk. More balloons behind. Office there. More office space. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. They're desperate to be sorted out. No, he's all yours. I feel generous today. You can have him. So there is a group of people that have a love of latex, particularly balloons, called Lunars, and we get a lot of them. Some of them really nice people, polite people. Some of them quite obsessive, and we'll just randomly send you stuff to sort of say, give me balloons, it's my birthday, or just give me balloons. So I suspect possibly one of those, but if it was really important, the details all there for him to sort of do it. I'm just going to lean here 1 second while I get these balloons out of the machine. In fact, inside the balloon. Someone asked earlier on, where do the balloons go? So they obviously get printed there, goes around, and they sort of come into here. There certainly is a kink. So, not one myself, but sorry, I've just noticed I've got this minor spillage here. I'm just going to cover this up with this balloon. We do have a website to accommodate for these kind of people. We sell balloons that are up to 100 inch. and they have various things written onto them. Like I said, most of them are quite polite people, but there's a market for everything. I'll sell anything, I'll print anything. I've always said I'll print anything onto a balloon as long as it's legal. Hence the lady that I spoke about earlier on in the chat that ousted her husband with some screenshots that she had printed onto foil balloons and then had them inflated and sent them into his workplace. That's probably the most memorable job I've ever done. Okay, so I'm gonna this that. Let's put some balloons back. What we got red. Some red balloons there. About 2,500 balloons in one of them boxes. Oh yeah, that's what we have. All these are, and then there's the same on the other side and the bottom row shelf there. I mean, they're not the foil balloons that I was printing yesterday, but they're 48, 60, 80 and then 100-inch balloons in that box. And then these are all the printed designs. Don't stop till I pop, sit to pop. The big balloon club, make me bigger. Just prints that they like from 12, 14, 17, 40-inch prints. That's the logos, and then you just give out freebies with all the orders. Here's a 24-inch one. See, that will blow up to be bigger. It says I love balloons on it. And there's like an anime one. Look at this one. Yeah, I think you need to, in today's day and age, you need to spread what you do a bit, because let's not bat around it. Balloons aren't what they were. We used to have a company called Rude Balloons, which during COVID hit off massively, and then after COVID didn't do so well. And this came about because we had a chap called Norbert, and he used to buy our misprints off us. And one day I asked him, "What do you do with these balloons?" And it was such an explicit email I got back, and me and Caroline, who worked with me at the time, almost vomited in her own mouth about what he said. And I won't repeat it, but I'm sure you can guess. And bizarrely, we never heard from him again after that. It was quite a regular order. I need to bag these orders up. Right, I'm just gonna, so I'm not making you dizzy, I'm just gonna sort of flip the camera so you can see me. There, do that. I'm just gonna bag these up quickly. My favourite trick is to not look at the invoices correctly, and then I'll get the customer say to me, "I've left my balloon sticks out," and then I'll have to pay again to send them out. So I am double checking today. This has no balloon sticks, no ribbon, no valves, nothing. So that is good to go. This one, Abigail. I do like that name, Abigail. double check this one. Any? Nope, no accessories. So we give this book out with every thing it has. A bit about us, a bit about latex balloon printing, minimum orders, what we can actually print, a bit about foil balloon printing, about the giant balloons and balloon accessories we do, printing the giant balloons or you can have them plain. What's the next page? Balloon care guide, how to handle balloon, blah blah blah. Charity scheme or trade scheme, so we have resellers that will, say we'll charge them 100 quid for God knows how many balloons, and they'll sell them for 150 quid, and we'll either send them direct to the customer and then just other promotional items we allegedly do. I say allegedly because the whole point of us buying these UV printers was so we could do them ourselves. We're not really doing them ourselves. Because we're finding we're not having the time. I'll tell you what, that guy that said it was very important that he knew where we came from has gone very quiet. You better not turn up outside the unit. Good luck to himself running about half an hour. Okay, you have, now if anyone wants a question, you've got about 2 minutes, probably 5 minutes actually, no 2 minutes before I go. Ask a question, if you want to see anything, now's the time to ask. So then I'm going for a Jimmy riddle. At the moment, we're giving away free pens with every order as well. Got like the smallest writing on, but you can see this is the balloon printing company. What hours do I work? What days? I try and keep it Monday to Friday, 9-ish till 5. I'm not a morning person. If you get here at 9 AM, there's more than likely a chance that I won't be, unless Rob is in, who's my print supervisor. He's usually on the ball, but if you want to catch me at 10 AM. I wish I was an early to rise, early to finish kind of guy. I had to get up early this morning because my wife's going to Nottingham. She's not a confident driver at London. She needs to get the train down at like 6:15 or some ridiculous time. So I offered to drive her. And I thought I'd get straight into work. And I appreciate that early start. I'll be done. I don't know what time it is now. 12:21. I'll be done very shortly. And I can chill with numerous coffees with a quiet house because she usually works from home. Do a bit of DIY. I don't know, just do something I enjoy. But I just cannot get up in the morning. I've tried. I can get up if I need to, but next up is the charity, so we're going to give them one of the small bags. And it's got all the leaflets in. It's got a voucher in. It's got some sweets. You're very privileged if you get one of these small bags of sweets. So we've got big bags as well, which have got big bags of sweets, and we go in a bigger bag which has mugs and notepads. But also you get like some balloon samples. There's heart-shaped balloons there. There's a neck tying device. Instructions on how to do it all. There's the booklet I showed you earlier on. Bit of a voucher. £25 voucher on that one. Wow. It's used on our website. And the printed pen. So these bags each time I give one out, I'm usually hungry. I don't know if it's because I've got up early, but I'm not going to eat the sweets this time. The customer can actually have the sweets. It's probably something we won't continue doing because it's not good for my diet. But every time I'm getting one of these orders, I'm eating the sweets. And I know Rob does as well because he said it to me. He was outright with it. He was like, no sweets that were in the bags. Ali Asker, I'm going to give him a small bag as well. Save the big bags for the good customers. Same sort of thing, a bit of this, a bit of that in this one, but this one's a black bag. It's DPD this one. Oh, right, I'm going to have to go because I'm going to piss myself in a minute. I'm starting to do that little dance thing that you do when you really need it, and I was hoping to finish packing this up. Thank you to everyone that's kept me sane throughout this live. yeah, that's it. Au revoir. Please subscribe. Thank you.